The central issue in the great controversy between God and Satan has always been about authority. And the book of Revelation makes it clear that the final conflict in the end time will be over worship. Revelation 14:7 is a call to worship the Creator. Revelation 14:9 warns against worshiping the beast and its image. In the midst of this conflict, Revelation 14:12 describes a people who keep the commandment of God, including the seventh-day Sabbath, which stands as an eternal, immutable sign of God's creation. The Sabbath is the only commandment that specifically points back to the work of creation, and it serves as a reminder of God's authority as a creator of the universe. As mentioned in yesterday's nugget, the seventh-day Sabbath is embedded in the Genesis account of creation itself, and is the most basic symbol of the most basic teaching. To reject or undermine the Sabbath is to challenge God's authority at the most fundamental level possible, and that of his identity as a creator. Ultimately, our love and loyalty to Jesus are expressed through obedience to his commandment, including the Sabbath. In 1 John 5:3, we read that this is love for God, to obey his commands. And in Revelation chapter 14:12, we see the faithful remnant in the end time are those who keep the commandment of God and have the faith of Jesus. In the end times, the Sabbath will be a significant factor in the final divide between those who worship the Lord and those who worship the beast. This is because the Sabbath represents the ultimate question of authority. Who do you recognize as the creator of the universe? Those who honor the Sabbath are acknowledging God as their creator, affirming his authority over their life. In contrast, those who reject the Sabbath are essentially denying God's sovereignty and choosing to follow their own desire instead. Let us honor the Sabbath and keep it holy, a way of expressing our love and loyalty to God. Let us recognize his authority over our life and commit ourselves to following his will. Let us not be swayed by the desire of the world or temptation of the enemy, but instead, let us stand firm in our faith and obedience to God. May we be counted among the faithful remnant who keep the commandments and remain faithful to Jesus, even amidst of the final conflict between good and evil. And that is the nugget. I'm happy you could study with me today. I will see you tomorrow.